of the United States Marine Corps have been informed by Special Agent R.C. McGuire of the Naval Investigative Service that I am suspected of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and conduct unbecoming a United States Marine. I have also been informed that I have the right to remain silent and make no statement at all.
Any statement I do make can be used against me at trial by court-martial or other judicial or other administrative proceeding. I have the right to consult a lawyer prior to further questioning.
I am presently assigned to Rank Security Company Windward, 2nd Platoon Delta, NAV Base Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
I am currently assigned to Rank Security Company Windward, 2nd Platoon Delta, NAV Base Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. I'll have been in the Marine Corps 10 months as of August.
I entered Private Santiago's barracks room on the evening of 6 July at or about 23:50. I was accompanied by PFC Loudon Downey.
I was accompanied by my squad leader, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson.
We tied his hands and feet with rope.
We tied Private Santiago's hands and feet with rope, and we forced a piece of cloth into his mouth.
We placed duct tape over his eyes and mouth.
I have read this 2-page statement that Special Agent McGuire has prepared for me at my request as we discuss its content. I've been allowed to make all changes, corrections, initializing said changes and corrections.
These statements are true and factual to the best of my knowledge.
Danny,
I'm late.
do you know what I just saw?
No, but I'm genuinely late.
There's a lady lawyer from Internal Affairs wandering around the hallway.
What's she doing?
I don't know.
Doing things?
No.
Tell me why I can't.
Ordinarily, when Internal Affairs sends a lawyer to talk to other lawyers, that means someone screwed up.
You think it's you?
No.
You done anything wrong?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I think I'm sure. I don't know. Look, I've been very tired lately. Do me a favor. Would you?
Sure.
If she talks to you, if she mentions anything about Donatus.
Who?
Remember my guy? Donatus, the engineer. He was literally in the Admiral's tulip garden. I may have cut a few corners. Would you cover me?
Sure.
Donatus, the engineer.
Literally the animal's turnip garden.
Tulips.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm representing an United States bond about $10 worth for writing.
He thought it was weed.
I can only hope.
You're not concerned?
What's he going to get charged with? Possession of a condiment? He'll get a C misdemeanor, 15 days restricted duty.
I mean about the lady from Internal Affairs. You're not concerned?
My softball team's playing Bethesda Medical tomorrow. I can't be concerned with anything right now. I'll see you at lunch.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway, sir.
Governor, come on in.
I appreciate your seeing me at such short notice.
Bronsky said you were reopening a case.
Yes, sir?
Bronsky and I go way back.
He speaks very highly of you, sir.
Yeah, that's bullcrap, right?
Yes, sir.
I know you, don't you?
I don't believe we formally...
You work in Internal Affairs.
Yes, sir.
I hate Internal Affairs.
Yes, sir.
And, you're a woman.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's all right.
Thank you, sir.
You were the one who recycled those 14 B misdemeanors last winter.
That may have been me.
14 B misdemeanors. Drunk and disorderly. We had them closed.
No, sir, you didn't. The blue copies of the charge sheets weren't filed to division with the IC1. Excuse me, madam. This came it's from division. Those cases were lost on their merits, sir.
This is Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway.
Really? How do you do? Really enjoyed last Thursday. So, what do you say?
Brenner, may I call you Joanne?
Yes, please.
Joanne, you seem like a fairly harmless and honest person.
I appreciate that.
And I'd like to. There are two things to mention. First is, the I sincerely believe that in your present assignment of internal affairs, you do an exceptionally thorough job. I have a hunch that as a litigator, not so much.
Yes, but
The second thing is the division already chosen an attorney.
what?
They've already assigned someone. I'm not sure why they care, but it's out of my hands now. I want you to brief the man. Apparently you've got some letters and documents.
Yes.
We have a staff meeting at 3. I'll be giving out assignments then. Come by, see your thing. Try not to make anyone cry.
Yes, sir.
But great.
Thank you, Captain.
You can call me Ed.
And what's the name of the attorney?
Officer on deck, 10 right.
Daniel Captain.
They're giving you a lawyer. They're going to move you off to Washington, D.C. and give you a lawyer who's going to ask you some questions. I want you to remember something about these lawyers. They don't care about anything. They don't care about honor or loyalty. They don't care about Colonel Jessup or Lieutenant Hendrick. They don't care about me, and they don't care about you. They're clowns. That is why, so help me God, they're the only ones who can save you right now. I want you boys to be smart. Talk to your lawyer.
Now, I just studied from the OTH. I mean, this is 4th grade. They're not going to do any better than that.
I don't think I need Phil for the OTH. If I file a motion to suppress, I
A
can.
motion to suppress.
Absolutely.
On what grounds?
Grounds?
Take the OTH.
Excuse me, I'm sorry I'm late.
I'm sure you have a good excuse.
No, I just didn't really care enough about this meeting to keep on time.
He's kidding. This is Lieutenant Captain.
How do you do?
You're a JG.
I beg your pardon?
This is the attorney division assigned.
Yes.
I wrote a 17-page memo to Bronski outlining the situation. I pleaded my case for a half hour in his living room on a Sunday afternoon, and division assigned a lieutenant junior grade.
Have I come at a bad time?
Commander Galloway is from Internal Affairs.
Oh. Whatever Sandy with the guy in the tulip garden, it wasn't his fault. He was tired. How's that?
Thanks very much.
Gina's got a baby at home, and she's sure she's about to say her first word any day now.
How do you know?
She just looks like she has something to say.
She's 14 months old. What did she have to say?
We have a pool boat if you want to get in on it. $10. We can word off your grid.
Ooh, what's up?
Rosebud.
Captain, with all due respect.
Danny, Commander, let's get started, shall we? Danny, you're here because you've been detailed by division.
You tell me to do what?
Detailed to handle this. Everybody listen up. Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Marine PSC named William Santiago writes a letter claiming he knows the name of a Marine who illegally fired rounds with his weapon over the fence line. He ends the letter by stating he wants to transfer off the base in exchange for the identity of the Marine.
What's a fence like?
Sam,
A big wall separating the good guys from the bad guys.
Okay.
man who fired over the fence line was Santiago's squad, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson. Fence line treatment, however, is completely beside the point.
What's the point?
Santiago is dead.
What happened?
Dawson and another member of the squad, DFC Lava County, snuck into Santiago's room, tied his hands and feet with rope and stuck a rag in his mouth. The doctor thinks the rag must have treated some kind of toxin.
They poisoned the rag?
Not according to them.
What did they say?
Not much. They're being brought up here tomorrow. 10600, you'll catch a transport down to Cuba to find out what you can. Commander Galloway's going to fill you in on the rest. Any questions so far?
Was that 0600 in the morning, sir?
Division wants me to assign it back. Any volunteers?
No.
There.
Sir, I have a pile of work on my
Just
desk.
work with caveats.
On doing what?
Various administrative things. Whatever.
In other words, I have no responsibilities whatsoever.
Right.
My kind of case.
Lieutenant Captain, how long have you been in the Navy?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been in the Navy?
Going on 9 months now.
Have you ever been in a courtroom?
Well, I once had my driver's license suspended.
All right. Captain, this is absurd.
Commander, if those boys went to trial, they wouldn't need a lawyer. They need a priest.
No, they need a lawyer.
Isaac, I'd like to say for the record that this is the least fun I've ever had with my new staff members.
Lieutenant Captain is generally considered one of the best litigators in our office. He successfully plea bargained 44 cases in less than a year.
One morning, I got a set of steak knives.
One of the people you'll be talking to down there is the barracks CO, Colonel Nathan Jessup. I assume you've heard of him.
Sam?
He's been in the papers lately, expected to be director of operations of the NSC, Golden Boy of the Corps, very big inside the DOD.
How does somebody get very big inside the DOD? Is he touring? Did he cut an album?
On top is an inventory of Santiago's footlocker the night he died. 4 pairs of camouflage pants, 3 long-sleeve khaki shirts, 3 short-sleeve khaki shirts, 3 pairs of boots, 4 pairs of green socks, 4 pairs of black socks.
Commander,
Yes.
I'm not sure that socks and underwear are going to factor too heavily into this defense.
I'm saying we need to get his personal belongings to his family after they've cleared evidence.
Sam, you're in charge of socks and underwear.
It's a good thing I went to school for 21 years.
These are the letters that Santiago wrote in his 8 months at jail.
Guantanamo Bay.
I knew that one.
He wrote to his recruiter, H2 Atlantic, the commandant of the Marine Corps, even his senator. He wanted to be transferred off the base. Nobody was listening. You with me?
Yes.
Finally, he wrote this letter, where he offered information about Corporal Dawson's fence line trees in exchange for a transfer. This letter is the only physical evidence establishing a motive for Dawson to kill Santiago.
Gotcha. And Santiago is who?
The victim.
Write that down. Am I right in assuming that these letters don't paint a flattering picture of Santiago's treatment by the Marine Corps?
Yes, among other
And am I
things.
also right in assuming that a protracted investigation of this incident might cause some embarrassment for Sinatra?
Who?
The guy who's kind of the Pentagon, the base man.
Colonel Jessup, yes, but the point is...
12 years.
I'm sorry.
I can get it knocked down to involuntary manslaughter, 12 years. They'll probably be home in 7.
You haven't talked to a witness or looked at a piece of paper.
Pretty impressive.
When that were criminally stupid, which do you guess it is I'm thinking right now?
Kids, excuse me, sir. Sam, do you have some sort of jurisdiction here that I should know about?
I'm special counsel for internal affairs, Lieutenant. My jurisdiction's pretty much in your base. Read the letters. Thank you for the time, Captain.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Yes, sir. I need to audit the paperwork on an engineer who was found glittering in the Admiral's Tulip Garden. Someone may have forgotten to dot a few I's.
Hey, Sam, I think she was talking about you.
You think?
Now the two of you, don't get cute down there. The Marines in Guantanamo are fanatic
About what?
Dear sir,
about being Marines.
my name is PFC William T. Santiago. I'm a Marine stationed at Marine Barracks, Windward, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. I am writing to inform you of my problems and to ask for your help. I've been mistreated since the very first day I arrived. I've been punished for passing out the runs when the doctor says I just have heat exhaustion. This is just one incident of mistreatment, and I can say many more, but I do not want to take more of your time than I'm allowed to. I've written many letters, gotten more